Okay, so we're going to try new captain and 3 new sidekicks, or possibly 2, I'm not sure, there's 9. It's either 8 or 9, I'm not sure. Same options, standard domination. Gonna move on to DK, who along with Bowser is probably the strongest in the game. Okay, so now we have Birdo, and there is 8, so everyone else is done apart from Toad, so we're just going to put Drybones back in. Okay, so first on to Skillshots. Toad will turn the ball into a fireball, which will weaken the goalkeeper. And there was Birdo's, which he basically, or she, I don't really know whether he or she, will turn the ball into a big egg, and it will just basically fly towards the goal. And if there are no players between Birdo and the goalkeeper, it'll just crush the goalkeeper into the ground and he can't do a thing, and it's just in the goal. But if there are players in the way, then the egg will just crack on them. So as long as you can get into space, the opponent's basically got no chance. And back onto Dekés. Toad will basically jump over with the ball between his legs, and you can use this to avoid players and of course the goalkeeper, which can be useful. Let's just see if it'll work this time. Okay, I can't really get it to work, but if you do manage to master it, okay, so the opponent just used the Drybones technique to disappear and reappear in the goal, which some people disapprove of on the internet, can I just say. So be careful by the volume that you use it. And DK's Dekés will bang on his chest, and if there are any surrounding players, they'll get knocked away like so. And so that's quite handy for getting enough space to do a skill shot. Okay, so that's them. Now we've done all the sidekicks, so all that remains is the captains. Okay, so I'm going to show you their special abilities now.
Mario!
Okay, so we'll just start with their special abilities, which is basically the equivalent of a Mega Mushroom in New Super Mario Bros. Okay, now it takes a while for it to actually come up, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop the video and I'm just going to record and then just show you the clip where it does come up. Okay, now we've got Mario's special ability here, so if we just get this underway. It's basically a Mega Mushroom, and he'll run around stomping all players in his way, even his own, for getting in zone for a nice big Mega Strike. Now, although it looks impossible to bring him down, it isn't actually impossible. You can do it if you use a slide tackle. But yeah, you have to get into a good position, otherwise he'll just stomp you. Okay. So on to the next one, which is Peaches. Alright. So here's Peaches, where you basically want to get some of our players surrounding you. And then basically this weird camera flash thing will basically trap them so that your players will have a clean run to victory. Temporarily. So I must emphasise temporarily. Okay, and then we can move on to Donkey Kong's. Okay, so I've got Dekés' special ability. And if you just get some of the other players around him, he'll basically just do this, and the other players can't actually enter that little area. So basically he will have time to just charge up a nice big mega strike. Okay, and then moving on. Okay, so now we're on Waluigi, and I have a special ability. Now this is a very useful one. You'll basically drag a hedge behind him, and if you use this to good effect, you can use it to pen yourself in to build up a mega strike. It takes a little bit of skill to use, but when you do, it is probably the most useful of all the mega strikes. Not mega strikes, special abilities, sorry. And then if we move on. Okay, now I've got Wario's special attack now, and this is probably one of the most humorous ones. He'll basically do a huge fart, trap himself in this cloud, and if any of the opposing players go near that cloud, they'll basically run away, temporarily uncontrollable because they're absolutely so disgusted by this huge curry fart that he's done. And it gives you a lot of time for a good mega strike. Let's get out of this as soon as possible. Okay. And then I missed out Luigi, by the way, as I said, because he's basically identical to Mario, so there's not much point in doing him. So now if we move on. Okay, so now we're on Bowser. I have his special attack. He basically will breathe fire over everyone, including the keeper, allowing for a nice big mega strike. Just like that. Okay, now we move on. Right now Yoshi, he'll basically turn into a big egg, and unless he isn't hit, he can basically just roll around all day, crushing everyone. Well, it lasts a limited amount of time, but he can basically crush everyone around him and then charge up a lovely mega strike. Which is always good, isn't it? Okay, now we just go on to the next character. Okay, so now we're on to Daisy, and if you just get some of the opposing players around her, she'll basically do this, which will immobilise all those players, and allow her to open up a can of Royal Whoop-Ass with her Mega Strike. And then if we move on to Bowser Jr. Okay, now we're on to Bowser Jr. And if you just get a couple of players in a line, Sonic Roar will knock them out of the way, allowing you for a quick Mega Strike. Now basically, if you can get all three, or even the captain if you can, in a row, then it'll basically just immobilise them all temporarily. But you gotta make sure that there's no one else surrounding you, otherwise, yeah, it could get a bit prickly, and you could have wasted it. Okay, and now on to Diddy Kong. Alright, now we're on to Diddy Kong. And if you use Diddy Kong, he'll basically create one of these abduction things that you see in sci-fi movies, and it's best to do it around a corner, but not so close to the keeper that he can just knock you out of the way, that if anyone tries to stop you, tries to tap you while you're charging up the Mega Strike, they'll just get sucked into space. Now I would want to show you PC Piranha, but I haven't quite completed the Striker Cup yet, and so therefore I don't have him. But once I do, and I get his special attack, then I will upload a separate video for it. But apart from that, that's all I've got at the moment. So, thanks for watching, hope this has helped, and hopefully you should have more success on the Nintendo Wi-Fi now.